Welcome back to Nasterclass number 8. What do you think, huh? Busy? Too busy? You know, I wore this today. I wore this to be playful. When I went and interviewed Patch Adams, I'm not name dropping. You remember the movie, Dr. Patch Adams? Patch found out about You Just Have to Laugh and invited me to his house. He'll be coming up in later Naster classes. You'll see him. I'll show you the interview we had with him and talking to him. But for now, Patch taught me this. Patch taught me one thing, is be playful, have fun. And I told you, stop it. When I'm working, you just leave me alone, okay? You want attention, I'll talk to you later. I told you I'd water you in 20 minutes. Okay, be playful, have fun. So in this whole section, and this is wrapping it up in the Nasterclass 8, wrapping up about when you laugh at yourself, you heal yourself. Because it really starts with yourself. It does, gang. It starts with yourself. You got to be comfortable with yourself and laugh at yourself. When you can laugh at yourself, then you beat everybody else who's going to try to laugh at you. Now that's coming up later. We have a whole section on bullying. But that isn't this section today, the last one. We've talked about how you laugh at yourself to heal yourself. We talked about how you laugh at yourself when things happen emotionally to get through it. Now we're going to talk about physical things. I met Sheila. I talked to Sheila. Sheila got her leg cut off in a traffic accident. But that didn't stop Sheila from living and having fun. She plays softball today. She still plays. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Did you see me look down? See me look down? I got notes down here. You can't see them. But I want to make sure, because I have 3 different stories, and I want to make sure I have the facts right so you can't see it. But anyway, you saw me glance down. You know, I'm going to play the moment. That's me. I don't seize the day. I seize the moment. Anyway, to the story. Sheila, got to check again. Sheila got her leg amputated because of a car accident. But she still has fun. She will not stop having fun. She plays softball. She still plays softball. And every Halloween, she'll dress her leg up in a different costume, just the leg, or turn it around backwards, or put different shoes on it, and she'll have fun with it. And you know what that does too, besides she laughs at herself? It also puts the other people at ease when that happens, especially if you go back to where we're talking about people that stutter. It also puts people at ease when you laugh at yourself so they aren't so uncomfortable. But the best thing, to me, not the best thing, one of the greatest things Sheila did, she went with a girlfriend to a nightclub to have some fun, have some drinks. And there was a guy who thought he was the deal. You know, he's walking around talking to all the women, asking them to dance, and not one woman will dance with him. He did a full lap around the place, and then he went back a second lap to try a new approach. And he came up to Sheila and goes, "Come on, look at me. Don't you really want to dance with me?" And she took her leg off and held it up to him and said, "Does it look like I can dance with you?" And I said, "What did he do?" And she said, "He left the club mumbling to himself." Story number 2, Jack Newton was a professional golfer in Australia. Jack had a little problem with drinking. He got drunk one time, and he walked into the whirling propeller of a Cessna 210, and it cut his right arm off. Didn't stop him. Stopped him from playing golf, but he went on to, I want to make sure I got it right, he went on to write for the Australian Golf Digest magazine, and a great writer and very funny. And he was funny because he said, you know, writing in itself is a very time-consuming task, especially now with a cigarette and a drink in one hand. Story number 3. I never met Doug, but I met his best friend on a cruise ship. And they ran up to tell me this story about laughing at themselves. You know, after people see the presentations, you just have to laugh. They want to share their story because you go, "Man, something funny happened to me. I got to tell you, it was a great one." And so this was it. Doug and his buddies had a tight group of guys. You know, they're all fun hanging out. And you probably know this about guys. They like to tease each other and have fun. Well, Dave was the butt of all their jokes because Dave was the short one. He was the short guy in the group. And they always teased him. It was good-hearted teasing. They had fun. Well, unfortunately, Doug had both of his legs amputated because of diabetes, and he cut him off just right above the knee. And when he came out of the recovery, once he was okay and he could talk, he said to one of his buddies, "Give me the phone, give me the phone." He goes, "Give me the phone, I got to call Dave." And he calls Dave, and he said, "Dave, I just got to tell you, buddy, I'm okay." And Dave said, "Thank God." He goes, "Yeah, I'm okay, but I do have to tell you this. I got my legs cut off above the knees, but I'm still taller than you." I know you get all this, and this whole series and this whole 8 classes of laughing at yourself. But let's review. When you laugh at yourself, you heal yourself for this reason. You stop the way you talk to yourself. You know, sometimes whether you make a mistake or you're emotionally upset, what you do is you'll talk to yourself and you'll think to yourself, oh, I'm no good, I'm upset, I worry, all that avalanche of emotion that starts to happen. Remember we talked about people with cancer and Barbara Johnson and Bill Mahoney. All that stuff happens, that avalanche of emotion starts coming down and coming down, starts coming down. And the only way to stop that thinking that will destroy you emotionally and just put you in a deep cosmic funk is to think funny. So in all these stories, Sheila took her leg off. When Jack laughs about just having one arm and it's very tough to write because he has a drink and a cigarette in one hand. Or Doug called his friend and said, I'm taller than you. When they do that, all of a sudden, any fear, any worry, any sadness, any anger is gone because you're thinking funny. And when again you think funny and you laugh, the second thing happens, the second part of the wonderful formula, the benefit of how humor and laughter work together, you start laughing. And when you start laughing, you feel good. It makes your body feel good. Remember what happens when you laugh. Your immune systems improve. Your blood flow is better. Dr. Mike Miller, don't forget Dr. Franz Engelfinger. And as Dr. William Fry came up with, when you laugh, 20 seconds of hard laughter is with 3 minutes of rigorous exercise. So you get the physical benefits of laughing after you stop the emotional pain and worry of what you're thinking. And then you feel good. And you're rebooted. And you're ready to take on the day. Or ready to take on what's ever ahead of you. With a little bit different attitude. And once again, you can never laugh off the emotions. Whoever said that? That's the most ridiculous thing. And it's ridiculous because it's impossible. You can't laugh away anything. What the humor and laughter does is it turns down, remember, I know you're going to say it with me now, turns down the intensity. It turns down the volume of the emotion so you can function better. Stay amused. Laugh at yourself. Keep laughing at yourself. Think funny. Keep laughing. In the next series coming up, we're going to deal with depression, suicide, grief, and other things as well. So come back. Tell your friends about this. Tell people you know that are going through a difficult time to watch these. I purposely made them short. No pun intended for me. So you can watch them because we know people's attention span is, now, let's go ride bikes. We know that right now. Not now, okay? Sorry. It was just my have a little fun again. You get all that. So keep attention. Now, keep attention. Also, if you want to know more about You Just Have to Laugh, go to yjhtl.com. I have books. The new book is out. You Just Have to Love, The Meaning of Life. It's a whole different direction of You Just Have to Laugh, and wonderful as well. And the zip drive and the farter. I haven't even talked about the farter yet, but that'll come later. Keep laughing. Stay amused. Think funny. Laugh at yourself. And do yourself a favor. Take care of yourself. You're worth it.